We're back for part 2. Actually, episode 3.
Yes, sir.
Episode 3 of the Kunal Dewani show. I am Kunal Dewani, obviously. And this is Shreyas Kundra, the small business entrepreneur of Hustle Kiqs.
Not money launderer.
Not
Not money launderer.
This is gonna be epic, bro. Because
Guys, for those who think sneaker business, those who think sneaker business is money laundering, I'm under a registered LLC. I'm a subsidiary of a proper company which falls under the income tax office something. Okay, I'm registered. Government of India recognizes.
he's got a CA,
Yeah.
chartered accountant. So
No. Sasta banda hai. So I'm under a registered company, so it's all chill, okay?
So, after all these clarifications about not being a money launderer,
Yep. No connections at all.
let's start.
For sure.
Let's regain our. Let's get back to our conversation on
Sneakers.
hustle kicks
And sneakers, yeah.
So, now let's come to Shark Tank. You remember there was a business on Shark Tank, a sneaker business, a sneaker flipping or something like that.
Find Your Kiqs India.
Find Your Kiqs India, and it got a 1 crore rupee investment by 2 sharks. One was Namita Thapar and I guess Aman.
So that guy basically what he does is he is more into consignments. As we talked about we talked about consignments in the previous episode. He consigns more than 100 pairs a day, and like he has a buyer base of more than 50 to 60,000 people. So his pairs sell out in a blink of an eye. So that's what my dream is, to sell my pairs in a blink of an eye. But the thing is, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not sure. Props to that guy. He's a fucking legend in this community. But I'm not really sure whether he owns most of the pairs. But I aspire to own my pairs, and move forward and sell my pairs, and make good profit on what I invest. But that guy, he's only into consignments. As far as I know, I'm still not very sure. But yeah, it's a very good page, and definitely after that Shark Tank episode, I have noticed a good boom in the sneaker industry, and I'd say at least 500 to 1,000 new sneakerheads, supposed sneakerheads or hype beasts as we say, because obviously they aren't OG or they aren't that much into sneakers. But yeah, there have been some new sneakerheads who have been buying shoes more often, and yeah, so I think what they did on a national scale was very very profitable for us as well. Very it actually made us popular as well in the people, and now we're getting recognized as well now. So the people of India know that sneaker reselling is an actual thing, and people are very much into it. So I'm happy that they did that, and props to them, man.
So, what do you think are like the market implications of this investment and that airing on Sony of that Shark Tank India episode where this Find Your Kiqs India got the investment? So there must be some market implications, like any sort of Comic Con things, sneaker cons things.
So yeah,
Any events based on
you're right in a way. So Find Your Kiqs India, if I'm not sure, they sponsor a couple of events. They have sponsored a couple of events, but not a great market implication. But yeah, there's a noticeable change. I feel that in the number of buyers, there has been an increase in buyers, that's for sure, after that episode. But I really don't think so whether they're hosting an event or something. I'm sorry, I haven't watched that episode in full. I just watched the highlights of that episode on some reels and all, but I'm yet to watch it properly. But yeah, what they've done, I've heard about them, and what they've done, and I have in my starting days, I really did business with them as well, and they were a small. I know that page since it was at 5,000, 4,000 followers, and now it's over you, that no matter how your potential maybe, there's always a ceiling. But these guys have shown, like, after getting more over a crore rupees in investment or a crore rupees in investment, I think there are endless opportunities for the young sneaker resellers like me who want to explore this market and get into it. Obviously, it's a lot saturated right now, but yeah, with such new things happening like Shark Tank India, I think there's going to be a lot of room for more people if we generate more buyers. So I think it has a very positive implication and a very positive outlook towards sneaker reselling in India. Yeah.
So during COVID, we saw this sort of drop in the economy,
Yeah.
this recession, and with that recession, we also saw, as you mentioned in your during the beginning of the episode, the first 10 minutes, you gave your entire story from 2019 to 2021. In fact, till now. So you told us that during COVID, there was a big drop in your sales.
Yep, that was for the first 2-3 months. But after that, when people started looking out for new hobbies, sneaker reselling was one of the hobbies that gained a lot of interest. So I'd say the graph went like this and then this, if you can really think about it.
Yeah.
And it really, the COVID actually, I'd hate to say that, but COVID actually helped us resell sneakers even more because people were into buying sneakers, even though
People were looking for an alternative
Yeah.
source of income.
But it was the wealthier group because obviously income was down for the regular people, but the wealthier people were very much into.
You know, my uncle opened a sneaker store during COVID as sort of another revenue stream because his business was down during COVID because he couldn't open his factory.
As I said, I'm sorry for cutting you, but it's in India right now. I'd say it's it comes under top 5 side hustles in India according to me. And sneaker reselling, if you know what you're doing, if you love sneakers, if you know what you're doing, I think sneaker reselling can give you as much income as your regular paying salary. And I think that's a very, very bold statement that I've made. It's not a side hustle for some people. This can be their main thing. I mean, if you have the time and money, then you think you should go for it. I'm a student. I'll be attending university, so I don't have that much time in hand. But of course, if I can, growing to like my 25s, my 20s and all. So if I have like 2-3 hours, 2-3 hours a day, I'll cultivate this side hustle and keep on collecting a passive income for me to utilize further on my life, as we talked about my aspirations of opening an offline store. So I'll try my best to cultivate an amount to open that. So that's if you because sneakers, it's something like that market is never ending. Like Jordan brand will always drop new shoes, Nike will always drop new shoes.
There are some cash cows.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't get you.
Cash cows, like they're
Yeah,
always getting some money from
They're always getting some money. The cash flow is perfect in this business, so that's why it's an infinite loop of buying and selling, and it'll keep on going.
So after this initial this 1 crore investment on Shark Tank, this sneaker reselling business came into the spotlight.
It came into the spotlight. Yeah, I'd say that. Yes, I agree with that.
So during any sort of recession, do you think that there will be a drop in the sales? There are chances of this steep drop of sales in the sneakers?
I'd say yes, because one thing that is not given attention to by resellers is the liquidity of the pair. I'll come to your point. If Nike is dropping pairs which are not liquid in nature, that is, they're not selling that well, then obviously the sales are going to be low. For example, if Nike is releasing pairs that people don't like, there was a time where there weren't many sneaker sales because the pairs that were coming out, they were hardly selling for 1,000 rupees over retail. Now now the market is going up, and this spot was around 2022 beginning, if I'm not wrong. I had my boards then, so I'm not really sure, but yeah, there were times when sales were affected, and it was mainly due to Nike and Jordan brand not giving us the kind of sneakers that can be resold. The sneakers were getting sold out, but they weren't going to end consumers. They were going to one reseller was buying from another reseller, and another reseller was buying from.
cycle.
There was a cycle between resellers only, and end consumers were low. What our main goal is to generate as much end consumers as possible, so that we can sell our pairs for a good price, because obviously if you sell to a reseller, he has to make his profit as well, he has to cut profit as well, so we have to sell to him at a lower price. So if we're selling in a reseller to reseller loop, your profits are low but the cash flow is good. So but if you're selling to end customers, your cash flow is utter shit. I'm sorry for the language, it's utter shit, but your profits are insane. So it's your choice.
So it's safe for me to point out that during January, February, March of 2022,
January, February, yeah, not March.
there were more resellers than actual legit consumers, customers.
110%.
So individual fact checkers, don't point me out. I'm looking out for you.
Yeah.
They're like everywhere now.
Yeah. I mean, if if I don't know how many people will watch this, but if you wanna start your own sneaker this thing, I'm always there for you. Like, you can always hit me up, man. I'm not famous or something, like 1000 followers है, कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है? तो you can always hit me up on my Insta and hustle Kiqs, and you can always ask me out for like help and all. If you wanna sell some pairs, if you wanna buy some pairs for selling, I can always advise you that whether you should buy this for this price or not. That always, I always love meeting new people and talking to new people, and it keeps me involved and it keeps me happy. So you can hit me up anytime, because if you don't pay attention to the market, then you're gonna get fucked, buddy. You're gonna get fucked by the market, because this market has ended a lot of people's careers. Because sneaker market, if you don't do it right, it takes away your money. Because there was a time where most of the resellers, they wanted to sell their pairs to end customers only. So if I was a sneaker reseller, if I asked that guy, "Acha, tere joote ka kitna price hai, bro?" He'd say 15,000, and the market would be 13,000. So then there is no profit for me, right? So I know he's selling to he's thinking that I'm an end consumer, but whereas I am not. So there was a time where a lot of people in the market wanted their pairs to go for end consumer rate only, and that really hampered the cash flow in the market. But then, yeah, I mean, if there are lesser end consumers, which was the case in this time, then the cash flow was hurt, and luckily I had my boards and I exited into the market for like 2-3 months, so it didn't really affect me.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah, blessing in disguise. The boards were a blessing in disguise, and now, trust me, now is the perfect time to get into sneakers, because drops are insane these days. This pair that my friend bought a couple of days ago, there's this pair called AJ1 Bleached Coral. The first day that shoe released, the retail was 14,000. The first few days the market was 15 to 16k. Right now the market is 19,000, and no one will sell their pair under 18,500. And if you trust me, if you have that pair for around 17,000, I will buy your pair right now. Contact me, I'll buy your pair, I'll cash you out immediately. But yeah, so you have to know when to invest in a pair and when to not invest in a pair. If you're looking for long-term holds, you can buy it at 18,000. But for me, as a reseller, if you want a quick flip, you should always be mindful of the price you're cashing the pair out.
So you just can't hustle and then get suppliers, get buyers, be great at talking to people, but also you need to keep yourself focused on the market situation, the market scenario. You need to have a lot of market knowledge about
market
this.
Knowledge is very much important, and at this point of time, when 60 pairs are releasing, my market knowledge, I'll point myself out, my market knowledge isn't the greatest. I have 2-3 people for that who are always 2-3 trustworthy people who are always informing me about the market. And one of my intern who signed the NDA, he's always market scouting for me, scouting pairs at a lower price, and helping me out. So if you're watching this, bro, shout out to you. I'm not gonna say your name, but you're the real goat. Sorry.
So apart from these people who like shared this market knowledge with you, what are your sources for market research?
My sources for market research are basically all the WhatsApp and the Discord groups. So as soon as there is a drop, there are around 200-300 WhatsApp groups on which sneakers are sold and bought. So these guys post pairs, and you get a rough idea of what the market is and at what price you have to cash out to make profit. And that's your gut instinct as well. It's something about gut instinct as well. So if you're into the market for like 2-3 years like me, then I'd say that the market of the pair should be between this much, and this should be a profitable price to cash this pair out without even looking at the market.
So you must remain in the sneakerhead community. You must
you have to
interact with them
you
and
have to be
engage
there.
with them.
It takes at least 2 to 3 days to regain your market knowledge back. And I mean, it's not that tough, but yeah, you have to be there. You have to check out every single drop. For example, I can look at a shoe and tell whether it's going to brick or not. This is a new term. It's called bricking. So it's a very, it's a kind of a tough term. It's a bold term for a sneaker. There are some pairs, some dunks, or some pairs, some Yeezys that don't sell at all. They keep sitting on store shelves, and they don't even sell out on retail. So these pairs, they don't sell, and there is no end consumer market for it. But there are other colorways of these pairs that sell really well. So you have to be sure of the liquidity of the pair. As I said, you have to know whether this pair will sell or not. Because if you buy a pair for a good price, but it doesn't sell, then what's the point of even buying that pair? You won't
Unless
be able
you want to use it for yourself.
Unless you want to use it for yourself, and your cash flow will get fucked. And for me, cash flow is more important than profit.
Cash flow is like the blood of the business.
If cash flow is the blood of the business. It has to be flowing.
It's
just
as essential as profits.
Yep. Because profit will come if you hold a pair for 2 months and you sell it for 5k profit. I can sell 10 pairs a day and earn 8k profit. So it really doesn't matter. If you think that holding a pair or investing in a pair and not selling it for a cheaper price, if it will make you great, or if it will increase your respect in the market, it won't. Trust me, it won't. You have to be able to sell your pairs at a reasonable price to a good person, to a person who will pay you the money on time, and keep your cash flow going.
So you're ready to sell sorry. So you're ready to sell your sneakers for at a 200 rupee profit if you are getting sustainable cash flow.
Yep.
And in the long run, you're able to get 10,000 rupees profit, which is as much as a person who's selling, who's playing the long-term game and making only one sale.
This pair, this Jordan, it's a UK12 pair, guys. It's a massive pair, 31 centimeters. UK12, there's no other pairs in the market, not much pairs in the market. It's around, the market's around 29,000 for this pair. I sold this for 24,500. Why? Because I bought this one at 15,500. I got lucky with this one. You don't always get lucky. I got lucky. I was having a 9,000 rupee profit. It was more than enough. I sold it. And it's the buyer must be on his way. He's gonna come at 6 p.m. only, in 2-3 hours, and he's gonna take this pair.
So this pair is sold.
This beauty is sold. Yeah. I'm just keeping it for display. Because I love this pair. Honestly, I'm in love with this pair.
Yeah, you made that very clear in the first part.
I love this pair. Obviously, I can't afford it right now. I mean, I can, but then my conscience doesn't allow me to buy this pair and wear this pair because it's 25,000 rupees, and I know if I invest 25,000 rupees in the sneaker market, it can give me 35,000 within 1 week. 35,000 as in 10,000 profit in 1 week. So I'd rather not wear this and earn that 10,000. So yeah.
So after this Shark Tank deal, I'm focusing on the Shark Tank deal
issues.
Because this is something that put the sneaker business in the spotlight for me.
Yep.
So after this, the sneaker business came into the spotlight for me even after the NFTs and crypto. So that's why I'm a bit curious about this. So after this Shark Tank deal, according to me, what I see are two approaches for growing your business.
Yes.
One is community development. That I understood you're doing through Hustle Chat and your involvement in Discord groups and WhatsApp.
Yep.
And the other is content creation.
Yep.
So what are you doing about content creation? Do you have any plans?
I'd love to get into content creation. Right now, I've only posted a single reel on my page, and that too was a year or a half ago, and it has 12k views. So it's a very basic reel. An interesting concept, but yeah, I see myself getting into content in about 7 or 8 months of time, because right now my cash flow is good. I'm booming right now, and I have the scope of expanding my own business without any reels and without any content creation. I'm sorry. So I think I'd continue with what I'm doing right now, and then create content once I have time. Because right now I have a lot on my plate.
I am about content creation, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go deep about content creation right now.
Bro, you should go for it. You should.
I mean, what if you get some takeaways and our audience also gets some takeaways?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get you.
Like, what if you get some takeaways from this discussion, from this deep discussion about content creation?
Yeah, I'd love to try content creation, because see, the thing is, if you wanna get into content creation, it's gonna take time, because you have to create that background. You have to do everything possible to create an environment for your reels, for your Instagram stories. So if you check my page, my posts are very simple. It's a background of my colony, and I'm holding the pear like this. So that's very basic content, and I didn't post any proper post for like about 6 months now, about 7 months now. But now recently I've started posting shoes again. So I've slowly started getting into content creation. But yeah, I'll get into reels, man. I want to get into reels, because reels help you a lot.
So you posted one reel which got 12,000 views.
It's not big of a deal. I know people who got millions of views.
But you just have 1,000 followers.
Yeah, that's great, man.
So
yeah.
With that 1200%
Yeah, it's great.
viewership, why did you post more? More reels.
So studies, obviously I had a lot on my plate. Plus, reselling was going good. Yeah, I agree. I should have been more into reselling, but I was never. Because see, when I look for growing my business, I look for for example, if I have one cash flow cycle right now, I want to have 2 cash flow cycles, and that happens. So now I have 2 cash flow cycles. One is through Hustle Chat, and one is through my normal day-to-day reselling. So I already have 2 cash flow cycles right now. If I add a reel, it's not a cash flow cycle, but it's an engagement with my audience. It has a scope of improving my page, but right now I'm at a point when I'm at my prime right now. I'm at my prime again right now, and I'm selling pairs at a very good rate. I'm getting over 50 to 60 DMs a day. So if I start, obviously not boasting of myself, but if I start content creation, I think it's gonna take away from my time. And obviously, university and all, no, I'm a little worked up. But yeah, as soon as I get some time of studies on and studies, and I have some time apart from hustle chat and all, I'll get into content creation, and I probably will hire someone. I mean, I'll contact you or someone, but I want to learn content creation first, because I am not sure how to really do that stuff. I'm not that tech savvy, but yeah, I want to get into it.
Alright, tell me one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That reel you made, how much time did it take to make that?
5 minutes. But the thing is, guys, don't watch that reel, okay? I hate that
I am
reel.
going to put that reel here because it is a damn good reel.
Guy, okay,
it might not be that aesthetic or that great lighting, but everyone improves day by day.
I made that reel with an iPhone 6, and I'm very ashamed by this, but my nails were grown, and I had fucking.
No one's looking at.
I had my nails grown, and it was looking so odd. I'm actually ashamed of that reel. I mean, it's.
I mean, are you looking at that or the main content, the star of the reel? Those are the shoes.
But yeah, I'll see. I think in when Hustle Kicks is involved, as I said in the previous episode, for me, it is either 100% or 0%. When I get into reels, I'm gonna make sure I full send, and I get insane fucking reels. But if I do if I do those reels right now, I know I'm at my 50 or 60%. So I don't want to give my 50 or 60%. Yes, I think I should give my 50 or 60% and make those reels, and really get some content out. But I think when I full send my reel thing, then it's gonna blow up. I think so. But yeah, the one thing is for sure, guy. I'm promising you, before 2023, I promise at least 20 reels on my page, and I'm gonna try and make more reels. I have some Yeezy slides coming up, and I have like 5-6 pairs of Yeezy slides coming up, all in different colors. So I'm gonna try and do something. And I think we had a behind the scene video as well.
Yeah. That soon.
That's an idea. But if someone steals my idea, that's you're acquiring my intellectual this thing, and it's
IP.
what's it called?
IP.
You're acquiring my IP and I can legally sue you for that. Okay, so मैं नहीं करने वाला, but भाई मत करना please यार. Don't steal my idea, okay?
You know what? You should post that reel, and then after you post that reel, I will post the behind the scenes. Like you coming up with the idea.
But yeah, I need to get the dunks. Oh fuck! I need to get the pairs in hand. But you can post this. It's fine. I need to get the pairs in hand. No, so it's actually a shipment coming from USA. So it'll take some time.
Yeah.
It'll take like 21 days. But I'll make this. I'm making sure I'll
make that reel. Contact me that you have posted this reel. Share it with me, and then I'll remix that reel with your background.
I'm pretty sure this idea is really good. And it'll get. I think my prediction, if this reel goes well and my camera team is good, then I'm getting at least 15k views on this one, or 50k. I'm sorry, 50k views on this one, because this reel is really great.
You know what? For you, I'm gonna bleep out that part you gave away your idea.
Thank you, yaar. because this idea is. But wait, we can give this idea away because no one is gonna dunk the basketball. no one else can do that. No one else can do that over here.
You never know. You never know.
No, bro. They need height for that. They can't. Trust me. They can't.
Alright. So you know what I think you should do apart from those type of reels that you showed me, the one you posted, and the one your great idea. You're the sneakerhead.
Yep.
You have this emotional connection to sneakers. Make other people sneakerheads. Make normal people like me sneakerheads.
So what how? What I can do is, I can, for example, I can hold this pair and give a 15-second infomercial about this video.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, guys, this pair was released in 1985. It was banned by the NBA. Nike. Michael Jordan paid a fine to actually play in this colorway. So
you have your phone.
Yeah, I have my phone. It's right there.
So record it right now.
Let's do it. So I'm making a reel, okay?
Yeah, record that. Open your front camera. Record that right now.
Oh, done. So do you want me to post it? Do you want me to open my Instagram reel? Instagram. Should I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Do
the
that.
Camera. Okay, I'm posting it right now. I'm posting the reel.
Talk about the reel. Talk about not the reel, the shoe, and why you should be attached to it. Why you think others should love it.
Done, bro.
I mean, I'm a normal guy. To make me a sneakerhead, what kind of content you would put out?
Cool.
To make me emotionally attached to this shoe.
Sure, done.
This is going to be
Hey
fucking
guys,
awesome.
I am on the Kunal Dewani show right now, as you can see, and Kunal has convinced me to make a reel. I'm sorry, I haven't been posting reels that much, but I'm gonna make you a sneakerhead by telling the history of this shoe. So this shoe was the colorway of this shoe was released back in 1985 by the Nike Jordan collaboration, and this pair was actually banned by Michael Jordan, and now I fucked it up. Shit.
Start again.
Discard video. Okay.
Don't think about perfection. Just start it again.
What's up, guys? I'm on the Kunal Dewani show, as you can see, and I'm gonna make you a sneakerhead in 15 seconds. So this pair was released by Michael Jordan back in 1985. It was a Nike Jordan collaboration for the very first time, and this color is known as the bread colorway, the black or red colorway, and is by far the most iconic colorway released by the Nike brand, by the Jordan brand, and this was banned by the NBA. So Michael Jordan had to pay a fine to actually play in this colorway. Done.
You know how much time you took to record that?
30 seconds.
35 seconds.
Let's go.
Another minute to post it, and then. It's fucking awesome. Just post it.
So, this pair was released by Michael Jordan back in 1985. It was a Nike Jordan collaboration for the very first time. Saved, bro. Posting tonight, guys. This reel is going to be out tonight. Let's go. I'm going to draft it right now. Save as draft. This exact same reel is coming out tonight, guys. Let's go, man. He convinced me to make
Fucking
it.
awesome, no?
Let's go. And if this reel blows up, then I think I'll do a 2,000 rupees store credit giveaway. You can have discount up to 2,000 rupees. One lucky person can have a discount coupon up to 2,000 rupees on my store, and you can buy whatever you want. If it's worth 10,000 rupees, it's worth.
I hope
it's
that
for
you
8K.
know. I hope that you know this episode will be posted 2 weeks after this.
Done, bro. I'm in for it, man. I'm in for it. Let's go, man.
Fucking great.
Man, so I didn't. Okay, so what I learned from this podcast is, before this podcast, my mentality was, give your 100% or don't give it, or don't do it. But right now, this was my 30% or 40%. This wasn't perfect, right? Oh, it had a lot of negatives, but I did something new and I really liked it, and I'm gonna post it tonight as well. So I think it's great to learn something new, and I'm really thankful to Kunal for this thing, man. Thank you so much, bro. Because I never, to be very honest, I never thought of doing this. This just came up. I swear to God, chicken ki kasam. This just came out, and I'm always serious about chicken. I never mess about chicken. Okay, so this idea just popped off. Okay, thanks a ton, bro. Holy shit, I have a new reel now.
You can make these like every day, just 30 seconds of your time.
And I'm gonna make it for the Saleh memory pair as well.
Yeah, you can even show how Michael Jordan went on the offense with the shoes. Like he paid fines, that was actually investment.
Yes, sir. He paid, I'm not sure, around 10 grand or 15 grand as fines. But then, though that small payment right now has sold worth over millions of dollars of shoes in this color, in this particular colorway. Forget about the sneaker, in this particular colorway, and it's by far, unarguably, the most iconic sneaker color by the Jordan brand for me. There's also the Chicago colorway, which is black and which is red and white, and little hints of black. But for me, this one is the best this one is the best Michael Jordan colorway by far. The colorway, the black and red colorway. I love this one, to be honest. I have a bucket list. I'll own one Michael Jordan bread colorway pair before I turn 21. So it's gonna be like 50-60K, but I'm gonna make sure I do it. And
so many goals.
Because this pair has always been on my bucket list, and this pair is actually my size, but I can't keep it. It hurts a lot. But yeah,
it's sold.
It hurts, but of course, at the end of the day, all this is for profit, man. I gotta earn the bag. So there has to be sacrifices, as I told you before the episode. There have to be a certain amount of sacrifices for you. You have to make sacrifices in order to make your way through. So let's go, man.
Let's go. So you in the sneaker business, you're in the reshipping business, reselling business. What are the risks in this? And how do you tackle them?
Okay. The main risk is counterfeit pairs. So there are a lot of fakes in the market, and I have lost over $1,000 worth of pairs, or 70,000 rupees in pairs. I've recovered the loss as well, but I've lost over 70K worth in shoes to counterfeit goods, and it really hurts us that some people sitting in China or somewhere they're selling counterfeit goods and they're spoiling the sneaker game. So fakes have never been respected in the market. Sorry. And if you sell a fake shoe, then obviously you have to take the loss. And if for example, if I bought a pair and it came out to be fake, and I've already sold it to someone, so
Loss in goodwill.
There's going to be a loss in goodwill. There's going to be a loss in monetary value, and there's going to be a loss in your engagement as well, because the person will obviously not keep quiet about the situation.
Yeah.
He'll tell people, and they'll report you and all. Then they might sue you or something, because that has happened. But to tackle this, I've taken loss by myself. So for example, I had a pair Nike Air Jordan 1 Mocha. It was a great colorway as well. It's worth 50,000 right now. I sold it for I got it for 28K and I sold it for 29K only. Again, very less profit. It was long ago. I think 2 years ago. And I got a fake. I received a fake. So I had to pay someone 30,000 rupees, buy a new pair, and then ship it to that guy, and the fake pair was obviously discarded. So that 30,000 was from my own pocket.
So how do you identify between a fake and the real?
There are certain applications which help you do that. So there's this application called Legit app or Check app. You post pictures of the pair and they're gonna tell you whether the pair is real or not. And me being I've been collecting and not collecting, seeing a lot of pairs in my hand recently. So I can, there are a few things that I can tell you all to make sure that the pair is good. The pair is good. If you can see the back of the Jordan 1 shoe, it should always look like an hourglass. An hourglass. So you know that the shape is good. There's always a certain smell for the pair. It has to smell well. That only the sense of smell only comes with experience. The stitching has to be on point. The laces have to feel premium. In the Jordan brand, the D and the A have to be somewhat connected. The R and the D. I'm sorry. The R and the D have to be somewhat connected together for the pair to be real. So if you can see, the R and the D in the wing logo are connected, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So they have to be connected. This is one big fake sign. There have to be stars. There have to be stars on the sole over here. They have to be proper. So all these things, you feel the pair, you hold the pair. It comes with experience. You can't just see a pair and tell whether it's fake or not. You require a lot of skill for telling that. Obviously, I've been into this market.
Skill and experience.
Experience. Obviously, if you're into something, if you're, for example, if you're an art collector, right? If you're an art collector for 15 years, you can see at the piece of art and tell whether it's fake or not. You'll look at the brush stroke. You'll look at the paint stroke. You'll do carbon dating and also there are certain techniques which you use. For fake sneakers, it's fairly easier to identify faker sneakers and tell whether the sneaker is fake or not. I had a personal shoe as well which turned out to be fake. So there was this Yeezy Beluga 2.0. So this pair, I bought that pair for my own personal use. Fortunately I recovered the money. I recovered 95% of the money. The reshipping fee had to be paid by me, so that wasn't an issue. And I didn't buy a pair. I reinvested that money, obviously. But I after a very long time I had bought a pair for myself, and it turned out to be fake. So I had to, it was a really emotional moment for me as well. Getting to know that my pair was fake, and it was really heartbreaking for me. But the good thing is there wasn't any loss of goodwill for me. So fortunately, it was me who got scammed, not anyone else. So that so things remain intact. So I'm thankful for that.
So if like you ordered that pair for yourself and that turned out to be fake, do you use it or do you just throw it away?
I fucking throw it away, bro. I'm against fakes. If you
True sneakerhead.
If you wear fakes, fuck off, bro. I'm not gonna respect you if you wear fakes. Oh, okay, fine. You wear fakes, it's fine. I mean, I'll respect you as a person. I won't respect your sneaker game, because respecting sneaker game comes with true passion, and real sneakerheads know. I can never stand a chance of even seeing a fake pair. It really fucking pisses me off, because it undermines what I do as a person. When I see people wearing fake pairs, I think that these guys are getting these pairs for like 2,000-3,000 rupees, and I'm busting my ass off selling these expensive pairs, whereas people can buy a knockoff version and still flex on internet and all.
So if I am wearing a knockoff and you tell me that this is a knockoff and I'm like, shit, मेरा scam हो गया.
Then that's not an issue. Then I'd support you. If unknowingly you wear a fake, then it's perfectly fine. But if you're promoting, my problem is with people who promote fake sneakers, not with those. If you're wearing a sneaker, knowingly if you're buying a fake pair and you're promoting a fake pair by wearing it, then I'm against you. Unknowingly, bro, if you get a fake sneaker, then I think that's not an issue, man. Because that's something you didn't know, and you don't have experience in this industry. So if you're wearing a fake sneaker and you don't know about it, it's perfectly fine. You can always recover your money. There are legal options as well. There are some certain acts in the rule book, which are against counterfeit goods, and USA is there's been billions of dollars involved in counterfeit goods from the United States of America side, and they have a war against counterfeit goods. So I think at the end of the day, it's you shouldn't promote fakes. You should wear. I mean, if you don't have the money to buy sneakers worth like 40k, 50k, don't. I can honestly tell you over 50 good pairs of sneakers under 3-4k. I can personally arrange really good pairs for you under like 3-4K, and you know, great pairs that'll look great on your feet. They'll have their brand value, like Adidas, Nike, Puma. They release a lot of good shoes under 5-6K. You can always buy, and you know, you have to start off. You cannot start off with this pair. You have to, you know, start off with a cheaper pair, and you know, eventually build your way up. I'm reselling for like 3 years. In my personal collection, I only have one good hype pair. That is this one. I keep selling my hype pairs. I have a lot of pairs worth like 3-4K, 5K. Right now also there's a pair that I ordered. It's worth like 4,000 rupees. It's a basketball shoe. I love the pair. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Acha, hype nahi hai to kya hua, bro? It's a really good shoe. You rep it, you wear it. It's a real pair. It's an OG pair. You rep it. You know, you love the pair. So it's not supposed to be a Jordan 1 or a Dunk to be a sneakerhead. You can wear a 500 rupee real shoe and be a true sneakerhead and get respect. So yeah, I know a lot of people who do that as well. Shout out to the real ones, man, because if you build your way up by, you know, buying 2,000-3,000 rupee pairs, 5,000 rupee pairs, then that's the real path. You're evolving, and then you reach a point when you're able to afford such pairs. So that's the true struggle of a sneakerhead, where you can't just straight away buy a pair that you like. I remember there's this website called Stadium Goods. Okay, it's a resale website. They charge atrocious amounts of money for their pairs. Like if a pair is worth 10K, they'll charge you 15K because they have to pay taxes. I used to go on during my exam days. I used to go on that website. I used to add 15-16 pairs to the add to cart, and then I used to imagine कि अच्छा मेरे पास ये वाला pair है, मैं इसमें कैसा लगूंगा, how will it look on my feet. I used to build up carts, you know. I used to add those pairs to cart, and you know, I'm not gonna buy them. It's all obviously window shopping, but I love doing that, and you know, I didn't have the money to buy them. So, but still, I never looked out for the cheaper option by buying fakes, because I respected the OGs, and you know, it's a disrespect it's actually a disrespectful
for the artist who's making them.
Yeah, you're actually cheating someone. You're copying his design. If you release a song and someone sings the same song and releases it,
doesn't give you the rights.
Yeah,
credits
so it's actually really not that great. I'm sorry.
not ethical.
Not ethical. Yeah, I was looking for the word only. So wear real shoes, even if they're like 3-4K. They're good, man. Come to me. I'll suggest you really good shoes for like under 3K, under 4K. Adidas Stan Smiths, Adidas NMD, Nike Vapor Waffle. All these shoes are available on Myntra, AGO, Amazon for a really good price. Puma RS Dreamer, the J. Cole collaboration that we talked about in the previous episode. They are really great pairs. You can, you know, explore Puma RS Court, Puma Clyde All Pro, Reebok Club C, Reebok Legend, something I'm not sure. These are great pairs you can buy for like under 5K, under 4K, and you know, really look cool and, you know, stand out. So the pair, if you're not buying a hype pair, and you know, if you're buying a normal pair, it's great, man, because you're still a sneakerhead. You're a valid sneakerhead if you do that.
So we've talked a lot about sneakers and
Yes, sir.
hustle kicks.
Yeah,
And
let's get the attention of me.
Yeah. We're coming into the third hour almost.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So but I still want to talk about a few things.
Cool.
I know that you play basketball. We talked about
Yeah, man.
that idea.
That idea.
That idea.
Idea.
And I suppose that you're also interested in NBA because we talked about King James, Kobe
NBA
Bryant.
is. I'd love to watch NBA games, but NBA for me, like to play in the NBA, it's unrealistic. Like
Not playing in
no.
the NBA,
Yeah,
but
I love NBA, man.
yeah.
Right now, finals are going on. Golden State Warriors just beat Boston Celtics in the game 5 today. Epic performance by Andrew Wiggins. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins, man. You rock. Today, actually, there's a fun fact. Sorry, I'm going off conversation as well. For the first time today, Stephen Curry broke his 228 game streak by not scoring a 3-pointer. So for the last 228 games, he has scored at least one 3-pointer. For the very first time, the greatest 3-point shooter in the NBA history. Unarguably the greatest 3-point shooter in the NBA history. Missed all 9 of his 3-point shots, but eventually they took the W home, so it doesn't really matter. It's a team game.
Yeah. So my question was, when it came to basketball and NBA, you are soon shifting to Canada for your studies.
Yes, sir.
And you intend to stay there for the long term with your sneaker business
Mm-hmm.
and everything, your sneaker store. So, will you consider flipping basketball sports cards? Because I see you've got quite some knowledge, and I'm asking this because sports cards, in the long run, they give very higher returns than the startups that we have globally.
Yes, so there's a website where you can buy a share of a particular sports card. I am not sure about the name, but you can own like 2% or 3% of a particular sports card, and when the company decides to flip the card, you get your profit. So I've always considered this as a good source of income, but I've never really explored it as a I've considered it, but I haven't really explored this business. I'm sure
What was the website?
I'm not sure. There is. We'll update you. I mean, I'll look it up and we'll tell you. But I'm not really sure as of now. But there is. I'm 110% sure I saw that somewhere on the internet. Internet's a huge place.
You can buy sports cards from eBay.
Yeah, you can. But I'm not really sure. About the value and all. Whether it's a steal
Suppose
price.
it's 2050.
Huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You'll be like 28 years older than now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be in your 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So will you consider doing that at that time? Like 10-year investment, 5-year investment.
Bro, that's 28.
3-year
That's
investment.
28 years from now. I don't know what to eat for dinner today. I'm not sure. I can't say.
Like
right now.
or anywhere, anytime in the future, will you consider?
I want to
sports
explore
cards?
sports cards. Growing up, I was a cricket. cricket attacks with 20
हाँ.
packet आते थे. My mom used to, I am allergic to mango. My mom used to, basically, एक मतलब वो बोलती थी कि like if you eat one bite of mango, I'll buy you one card packet. So like I used to forcefully eat mangoes to get those cards. So I've had that connection with cricket attacks and all. I got my eye surgery done, and then my mom gave me a huge that 50 pack wala box,
Damn.
1000 rupee wala box. So yeah, I have my connection, but yeah, I'll explore it one day. Yes, for sure. Sports card. I was into sports card, but yeah, someday I might, and not into my 40s. Like someday sooner only. Like maybe in my 20s or something. Because going to Canada, a lot of things are going to change. A lot of new things are going to pop off. Not talking about the weed. Obviously, I'm not going to smoke up. No, not at all. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of sports cards there to really look into them. But I'm not sure about the market evaluation right now. So I have to study the market first for a good 2-3 months to consider investing in sports cards.
Yeah, obviously.
And I'm sure it's a good source of profit. So yeah.
And NFTs.
NFTs, man.
You talked about flipping them, you minted them, you sold them.
I have a love and hate relationship with NFTs. I hate that I love NFTs.
Just like Nike and resellers.
Exactly, just like Nike and resellers. But I personally am not into NFTs anymore because the market's not that great. Okay, for some people it might be, but my main focus is sneakers right now. NFT is something that is going to give you a profit, but you really have to know what you're doing, and you have to be really tech savvy. So I made some good amount of money before, but I don't want to go into NFTs because I've lost money as well on NFTs.
So you explored that area for your curiosity.
I explored that area for my curiosity, and it worked well. It worked pretty well for me. I sold 2-3 NFTs. I minted NFTs. I sold them. I made like the whole wallet thingy. I made जो wallet होता सब बनाया था, but really I deleted it, bro. I'm not into it anymore. But
So sometime in the future when you like exploring 50 areas, you might get another one area, one perfect shot, one bullseye where you think you can get massive profits apart from sneakers. It's
I'm
possible.
sure I'd love to find that area.
It might be NFTs in the future, maybe.
Might be anything. It might
if the market improves.
Yeah,
it might be.
It might be
sports cards.
selling laptop chargers for a second. It might be selling glasses. It might be anything. It can be anything, bro. I'll have to look it up. Right now I have one thing, but yeah, sometime in the future something might click, something might happen, something might
It might be water.
It might be water. It might be we don't know. Because the way we're exploiting water, we don't know yet that what future has in store for us. Yeah, man. Someday in the future I'll look for something good. But yeah, if sneakers works well for me, then I think I'll stay with the course of sneakers only, because one can't do everything. As I said, you either full send it or you don't do it. Like obviously with reels it changed, but for some things it doesn't change. For example,
Yeah.
for sneaker business it won't change for me.
Reels are still based on sneakers.
Reels are still based on sneakers. You can always there's always chance for improvisation, but if you wanna get into sneakers, you either give your 100% effort. Even if you have an hour a day, that 1 hour you're only concentrating on sneakers, studying the market, selling, attending DMs, making your buyers and sellers happy, thinking about your strategies for selling pairs. So you have to be there for the business. You have to cultivate that, and for that you have to put your whole effort. But
Yeah.
I'll for sure I'll look for something. But as of now, I don't really think so. As of now, I don't really think I need another thing on my plate.
Yeah, as of now.
Basketball, sneakers, studies, bro. I'll food.
Food's number one. Food and gym.
Food. No, I'm just got into gym.
For me.
For me, yeah. For you, of course, bro. Get those gains. Yes, man. That sneakers. I think if you all want to get into sneakers, starting with 2,000-3,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees is sufficient. You really don't need a huge investment like 50k, 60k to make your mark.
What did you say the starting was?
Sorry?
What did you say the starting investment has to be?
5k, 6k, 10k.
I'm in, bro.
You're in, bro. Then you'll have to obviously not 2-3k. I'm sorry, but
I have to hustle for the kicks.
5k, 6k. I'll get you. You buy a ASST T-shirt, anti-social social club T-shirt. Obviously, you don't know what it is right now. You buy that for 4,500, 4,000. You sell it for 5,500. That's what we did. Me and my best friend, we bought 2-3 T-shirts from this guy. This was my first few days in sneaker reselling. He was doing a steel drop, just like the Hustler. He was doing a free steel drop for people, right? We bought a T-shirt for 4,000 together. 2,000 डाले थे दोनों ने, ठीक है? And we bought it, and like we sold it for 800 profit, and we shared 400 rupees each. So that's the thing, man. You made 400, now you have more money, you can invest more.
Yeah.
That has to be the mentality. Don't trust the process. Basically, 3 words: trust the process.
Trust the process.
That's the main thing you can
Trust the process and love the process.
Trust the process and love the process. Yes. 3 phrases. Two
phrases.
2-3 word phrases.
Yeah.
Yep.
2-3 word phrases.
Love and trust the process. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Because you can
go ahead.
No.
I was just concluding. That's
I was saying that if you don't love the process, it's not worth it. That's it. Trusting the process. If you don't trust and if you don't love the process, believe me, it is not.
Change
worth
your
it.
process.
So
Change your process. If you don't trust the process,
change
if
your
you
process.
don't love the process, change it.
Change it, because you have to find something you love. I mean, obviously you can be a 9-to-5 banker and still love it, but I think you should pursue something you love. Something you love, something you can always, something you can't get bored
That
of,
gives you
basically.
self-satisfaction,
job satisfaction.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. But obviously, to grow and to have, you have to have a don't if your passion is making football videos, don't full send yourself into football videos. You full send yourself into your football videos, but do a job. You have to have a stable income as well. I mean, cultivate your side hustle, but you have to have a stable income as well in order to do that. So I'm not promoting you if I'm doing sneakers, just fucking do that for 18 hours a day, 19 hours a day, or like 10 hours a day. Do it side by side, but full send yourself, full send the shit, and be in the zone when you're doing that. And but you have to have a stable income as well.
Yeah.
It can't be both the ways, right? So you have to be really careful about that as well. But if you don't have a stable income, and because this might be a risky market as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like in January, February, March.
February. Yeah. What if you don't have the money? You can't. What if the market's dead and you can't really do something about it? Then you have to have things planned out as well, right? So sneakers, I think, for a side hustle is great for 95% of you. Rest 5%, if you wanna stand out, if you wanna, I think I fall in that 95% as of now. I don't know in the future. I might consider being in that 5% and going, pursuing sneakers as my main profession. I don't know as of now. I'm still exploring, but yeah, I might consider it, and it's a great way of living your life. Sneakerhead, being sneakerhead, they say that being a sneakerhead is like living. It's a certain way of living a life. It's something else. You're in the zone.
It's got its thrill.
It's got its this thing. Sorry, I didn't get you.
Thrill,
yeah. It's got its
thrill, excitement.
Yeah, yep. Last thing, because most of the Nike drops, the Nike retail drops are at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't get up at 7:30 for my studies. I used to get up at 7:30 for all these Nike drops, the Nike retail drops, the producer to consumer drops. So my mom used to say, तू पढ़ाई के लिए तो कभी नहीं उठता, इनके लिए मिनट से पहले उठ जाता है, स्कूल टाइम पे जाता नहीं है, इससे पहले उठ जाता है. So I had to go to school. मैं स्कूल जाने से पहले
This passion will make you a fucking billionaire.
No, not a billionaire. Okay, being a billionaire.
This passion and this hustle. It might not be for sneakers, but this hustle and this love for the process will make you a billionaire for sure.
Bro, I'm optimistic. We can't say as of now. You never know what happens. But still.
In 25 years, if you don't become one, come shoot me.
No, bro. No. That's an optimistic statement. To become a billionaire, bro. I can't. Bro, I haven't heard. I've not earned more than like 10 lakhs. So right. So
that's like 100% more than what I've earned.
Still, man. Still. You have to have if you have a path. So after you graduate college, after you get your bachelor's, you have to have a path. If your path is clear, if you know what you're doing, then you can become a billionaire. You can become Jeff Bezos as long as you know what you're doing and as long as you're regularly scaling your business. So you have to scale yourself. You have to take risks to get there. Calculated and well analyzed and well calculated risk in order to get there. So yeah. Actuarial science, जिसे हम कहते हैं, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that for myself, but still someday I want to, see that path as well.
Bro, it was seriously great talking to you.
Yeah, you too, bro. I loved having you over today, man. Great fun.
So this was Shreyas Kundra, not the money launderer.
Not the money launderer. Seriously, guys, on a very positive scale, sneakerheads, some people say that these guys launder money, but most of them, the profit is under 5 lakh rupees, so the revenue is under 5 lakh rupees, so it's not considered as money laundering. In case you're a big sneaker reseller and you have not filled your tax forms and all, then it might be considered as money laundering, but I have all my papers to support that.
He's got a CA.
Sasta banda hai.
Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I hope that all of you got some value from this, or at least one of you. If one of you got it, my job and Shiv's job is done.
Even if one of you learned something new or got to know something, then our job is done.
Or one of you have the guts after watching this episode to contact him and ask him for any help you want. That's fine, right?
Huh?
That's fine, right?
Bro, you can contact me at 3 in the morning, man.
Yeah, contact you DM him. He will.
And I won't charge you, guys. Yeah. Believe me, I won't charge you for asking me for help. It's free of cost. You just ask me if you want to become a sneakerhead. I'm there for you. Just DM me anytime. It's hustle Can I promote it?
Yeah, sure.
HUSTLE.KIQS.
I will add his socials on the podcast description. Yeah?
Sure. Thank you so much, bro.
Great, bro. Great talking to you.
Great talking to you, man. Love the show, man. He's a great guy.
Thanks, bro. Thank you so much.
Okay.